How's it going, Dolly Goddess? My name is Mike Burgher. You're a subscriber, or I'm a subscriber to you, or somehow our things are connected, and I'm scrolling around, looking around, and I want to represent Iowa. I'm here on my wrestling mat, because every good Iowan has a wrestling mat in their house. Wrestling is huge in Iowa, and I want to represent Iowa, at least for the first time, or at least one time, in this competition project. I'm not a painter. I teach high school art, so I teach painting to some degree, and I would love to do a part of the project. I may not stick maybe with the traditional painting media. I might do an ink wash or something like that within it. But I think it's a great project. I think that having something like this start, and also maybe spawning off and doing multiple canvases, and having the multiple canvases going in different directions, so that people that maybe are more into still life, or more into painting animals, or more into painting people, or more into just wanting to throw a bunch of ideas onto one canvas, we can have this rotating around, and it may get complex, but we can have multiple. You could, if you're so inclined, you could have multiple stations and all that kind of thing. And it's a very creative idea. It's a very creative thing, and I totally am into supporting that. And I think that if we get some of this, the word out on this to some of our artist friends, then I think it could really spawn off. I'm thinking about a couple people that may be subscribed to my page, or other artists that are out there that are subscribed to other artists' pages could get into this, and it could be really a fun project. You could almost, like I'm thinking here, if you have 15-20 canvases rotating around, it wouldn't take you that long to have 10 artists do a canvas, and then have somebody such as yourself be responsible for collecting all of those. And then there are also enough people that are on YouTube that do that are involved with various galleries. I know MoMA, Museum of Modern Art, has a site here on YouTube. I know that several other galleries have sites here on YouTube. Several art critics and art theorists have things here on YouTube. Some are probably more legitimate than others, but I'm not going to name names, but I think we all know who the more legitimate ones are, and I think that those more legitimate ones probably have some sort of pull as far as getting a show, or at least a host site in each state to put this stuff up. And I think that you get the word out on something like this, it could really take off. Look at the presidential debates. If YouTube can host presidential debates, for crying out loud, we can certainly host a couple art shows. And it doesn't have to be the Museum of Modern Art, although it certainly could be. You never know. But I want to be a part of the project. I want to represent Iowa, and that'll be a lot of fun. Hope to see you soon. Hope to see you painting soon, and hopefully we get some other artist friends on board with the project. You take it easy. Bye bye.